Hi there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynett and this is the tourism channel. Today I would like to share with you one of my travel experiences when I went to see the amazing mountain gorillas. Oh my god, I was very excited. I had always wanted to do this. I was saving up for it because it's a bit of an expensive experience. So I had been saving up for it. I had been praying and waiting. So 2 months ago, I went and did the mountain gorillas in bwindi National Park in Uganda, and it was amazing. So I did the group in Nkuringo. There are different groups which have been habituated and can be seen by tourists without them getting violent or aggressive. So these groups are called habituated families, and they have trackers who follow them around. And when you go to track, your rangers are communicating with the trackers who are already with the animals and moving with them, and following them up, and that's where you get to the animals and see them. It was an amazing experience. So let me share with you a small brief about bwindi, the mountain gorilla, some things you must know, and how my trip was. Otherwise, I'm going to be putting up some images as we talk about this. Yeah, so the mountain gorillas, previously they were endangered species, actually almost reaching the verge of extinction, but due to the Uganda Wildlife Authority and Africa Wildlife Foundation and other global organizations, they came together and developed means to conserve these animals. So they're found in 3 countries in the world. They're found in Uganda, in Rwanda, and Congo. And they're found around the Virunga regions, where we have the mountains on the side of Tanzania, on the side of Rwanda and Congo as well. So it's called the Virunga region, the Greater Virunga region. So these mountain gorillas usually live in families, groups of 10 to 15, with a silverback being the dominant male and controlling every movement of all the other, mainly controlling the females and keeping the other younger males at par or under 10. So the silverback dominates, controls where they're going to sleep, where they're going to move to get food and everything. So the mountain gorillas have been endangered species, but last year the numbers were, when they did the census, they realized they're no longer endangered species, but rather they are, just like any other species that need to be conserved. They got out of the list of the endangered or near extinction. Yeah, so that's a great achievement, and because of this tourism that we have and the great numbers of clients that we get to see the mountain gorillas, it has highly improved the conservation. Actually, a permit is very expensive. It's $600 in Uganda. In Rwanda, the permit is $1,500. I don't know about the one in Congo, but the permits are a bit expensive, and this usually the money's a percentage comes back to the community to help in the conservation, for the rangers, the guides, the authorities, the governments that all take part in the process of conservation. So they all, add value to that. So apart from that, some things you have to know when you're going to visit the mountain gorillas. You need the gear, because you're going to be hiking in the mountains. You need to have the strong hiking boots. You need gaiters for your shoes, because they are usually ants, safari ants, so they might get up to you. It gets very sweaty sometimes because it's in the tropical forest. It gets to rain, so you have to have a rain jacket. You have to have at least 2 liters of water, because depending on which area you track, I did in Kuringo, which is the hardest currently. There's Rushaga, there's Buhoma, there's Rushasha. All of these different tracking points have different experiences. Some clients have come out and said their experience was very easy. Within 1-2 hours, they had the animals. And some people have taken hours, like 7-8 hours, 6 hours, looking for the gorillas. So because these are animals in the wild and you can't control their movement, you can't pause them and make them stop in a particular area, it's always going to get tricky. Yes, so knowing that, you have to go in with an open mind that you might get them within the first 2 hours, or you might get them within the next 5 hours. Just to know that helps you to prepare mentally. Yeah, so you'll have water, you'll have lunch boxes with you, all the simple basics that you need. But otherwise, another thing you have to note is you do not get to see the mountain gorillas when you're sick. If you have flu, cough, or running stomach, any of those airborne diseases, you are encouraged not to track the animals, because them being so much like us, they have a very strong likeliness to humans. Chances are, if you are sick, you might contract them with any disease. And God will love these animals. We do not want you to come around with flu and spread. No. So they pay high attention to that. if you're not feeling well. Usually clients get altitude problems because the bwindi impenetrable forest is quite high, over 2,000 feet above sea level. And if you're having clients from California, from Miami, which is like ground level and everything, they usually get altitude challenges. So in case you're coming from an area which is low, like on the coastal regions, you might need to note that you might get altitude sickness while you're here. Yeah, otherwise, usually the areas around bwindi are pretty cold because it's a tropical forest. It rains anytime it feels like, you know, and even though it's not raining, the winds are a bit, you know, humid, and it gets a bit cold. At least for people who have been in the tropics, this gets a bit chilly and very cold. You might need to note that. Otherwise, mountain gorillas are very beautiful. Many people who have visited them have had different experiences. I, for one, was very excited. I had a close-up look like you're going to see, or as you have seen in these images that are passing by as I'm talking about this. It was a beautiful experience and it's breathtaking, and I encourage everyone to get a chance and visit the mountain gorillas. It's very cheap for us Ugandans because I think it's 200,000 around there, you know, both high and low season. I think even low season the permits go lower. So take advantage of this opportunity. As East Africans, they're also rates for East Africans. So visit the mountain gorillas. They are a beautiful species and they're amazing. You know, when you see them and they're there and you're here and they look so much like you and they're playing, and the babies, oh my god, the babies just kill you. The babies are so breathtaking. They're amazing. I didn't take any picture of babies, but I'm going to put some that I can get online. You know, none from myself, but it's amazing and you should visit the mountain gorillas. Otherwise, have a lovely week. My name is Lynett, and please follow me on Instagram here. You know, subscribe to my channel, share, like, do anything you like with this video. Otherwise,
nice pictures. Together with the Guamutwe, who's the blackback, and is feeding from Alconea hetela, and very comfortable in the place.
where are we?
We are in a place called Nyachihonga, viewing gorillas. Yeah, the group is called Nkulingo and is composed of 15 members. There's 2 silverbacks, 3.
It goes beyond the land that I have trodden. It goes before me everywhere I go. It's in the